Culture determines so much in not just the identity, but also the destiny of the people. And as Africans, traditionally, the king and his palace, as custodians of culture, are critical to shaping not just the values, but also the trajectory of his people. We are what we celebrate. For most of our existence, in our own society, we have celebrated and honored people by elevating them into orbits of power around governance and leadership. While that has had its merits, we have long overlooked our greatest and most important resource, our common people. In Iwere land, near any African society, not everyone can be a chief, and only one person can be king at a given time. But all our people are worth celebrating, not just because of the station or circumstances of their birth, but for what they have it in them to be and to achieve. And those who brave all the conditions that life gives at them and realize the potential, they must be celebrated. Being the proud people that we have been, there have been many who have harbored resentment and ill feelings as they have not felt appreciated or celebrated by their own people for all that they have achieved. People happily go to where they are celebrated and honored. It is human. I want our people to be glad, to be excited when they are called to come home, as we want them to associate home with the place that honors and dignifies them. This will result in an inner beautiful feeling that makes it easy for them to give their all, in a bid to inspire and build up Iwere land and its people. This is part of what we set out to achieve with these awards. We also look to set a good example of what is worth celebrating in our culture and our environment. Values such as education, and it does not have to be formal education, hard work, industry, value creation, solution to society's problems. Having money is good, but being master of money is better. This is not about celebrating people simply because they have made money or they have achieved a semblance of outward success. We are neither here to judge nor condemn how anyone conducts their personal business, but we are here to amplify and celebrate integrity and set a worthy example for our children and our children's children. One of the divine things about monarchy is that it is inspired by heaven and how God operates as the king in heaven. This is evident in the way kings are supposed to be revered and respected by their people. Our God is one who is in the business of redemption. I recognize that there is a thing as grace upon people's lives, where that grace is evident, and we see people turn their lives around by going from the proverbial prison to the palace. Because they have truly demonstrated redemption, we will also celebrate such people. By doing this, we hope to set a godly example for those coming up and also demonstrate to the current generation that it is never too late to turn things around. One step at a time, we will turn our collective society around for good. 2 years ago, we introduced the Royal Iwere Society. Since then, we have been quietly building, and we are now ready to unveil the first of what we hope will be many dynamic and transformational programs and initiatives that will come out of this society. And so we unveil an honor that is second only to that of chieftaincy conferment in this kingdom. I introduce to you all the Royal Order of Iwere, ROI. You can go ahead and joke about attaining this award. You have at least, or are well on your way, depending on your age, to realize the returning of investments that has long been sacrificed for you to make it in life. But we believe that for those who are successfully nominated to receive this award, you can be certain that all and those who are coming behind you will not only be inspired, but God willing, they will see that it is possible for them also to achieve the same award. The recipients of the ROI Awards will become automatic members of the Royal Iwere Society. They will form part of those that will screen the nominees and future recipients of these awards, as they have much to risk. Their diverse knowledge, network, and capacity will no doubt add to the quality that will come out of this society, of which I am certain will take this body from a local one to that of stellar international repute. Workshops, exhibitions, lectures, debates, and so much more will come out of this society. And all this will cause Warri to become a social, cultural, economic mecca. The Royal Iwere Society is hereby open to receive nominations for our sons considering for this award, along with the justifications for why they should be considered for this award. No matter the number of nominations that come in, we will select no more than will not be restricted solely to Ishekiri recipients. Anyone who calls Warri home by birth, naturalization, association, or residence is also open to be nominated for this award. Nothing will be forced on anybody. But the Lord has placed us to be a force for good in this land called Nigeria. And we have every intention to shine as much as God will allow us, to his praise and to his glory. 3 years ago, on our Coronation Day, we proclaimed that we have no intention to prosper in isolation to the exclusion of our neighbors. Earlier this week, I called Ishekiri to come out into the light. Today, I am extending the same to all who care to be a part of this move of God that is far greater than all of us. I thank you all for listening. God bless and keep you all. Ajamukia.